welcome to Virginia's Views and Vibes. I'm your host, Ginny Gardner. And as usual this evening, I am sporting a Emily's bracelet. She has cerebral palsy, and all her proceeds go to help Special Olympics. Again, welcome. I have an announcement to make as well. We are kicking off our podcast with a show called Does This Make Sense? I hope you'll catch it on New TV. So tonight, I am so excited because I'm going back in time when I was just a baby to Beatles, all things Beatles, with my guest Dario. And he is amazing. If you'll text me, I may be able to catch it on my phone. Any questions you may have for him. But welcome, Dario. This
Thank
is
you for
exciting.
having me.
We met in an odd way, and
Yeah.
I got to know you immediately. We have a mutual friend, Al Ciccinelli. And you explained to me that the first thing is you immigrated from Cuba when you were a child.
19. I was 19 when I came
19,
from
wow.
Havana. From Cuba, sorry.
Wow, so you remember a
Oh,
lot
pretty
about-
much everything.
Really?
Yeah, I remember the old neighborhood. I remember
Really?
everything.
Do you see any of the people from there?
Yes,
Did they
every time I go to Miami, we get together, the
get
old people
together?
from the neighborhood.
Wow, so you've been here a little bit. And when you left there, well, that was how many years ago? I don't want to ask
1980,
you.
it was 41 years ago.
So there was some turmoil, and
Yes.
now we were all allowed to visit there up until about 5 years ago. Has anything really changed there? Do you mind me asking?
Not really.
No, the same.
Nothing. The freedom is disappeared. Freedom in Cuba is like an old yellow newspaper. It's just a memory. You understand what I'm saying? There's nothing for you to do in Cuba. They give you free health care, free education. That's fine. Oh, that's great. See, at 99.89, the country can read and write, which I think is very high. But everything is free, but you also go to jail for free. You understand where I come from?
Right.
And I had to say, God bless America. God bless this nation. This is the greatest country in the world. Everybody comes over here. And thank you, America, for taking all of us.
Well, thank you for coming. We
Well,
appreciate
you're
you
welcome.
coming
Thank you
here
for having
because
me.
you made a big impact on our country and upon everyone that meets you, really and truly. You are an expert. You're in all things, not just Beatles,
Baseball, movies, and the Beatles.
baseball, movies, and the Beatles. So let's start with, let's talk a little bit about how they formed, because many people watching are like me, that we saw the first 45 records before DVDs, CDs,
Everything was 45.
and Alexa. So the Beatles came here in what year?
64.
1964.
Friday, February 7, 1964, at 1:25 in the afternoon, they landed in New York,
Oh my
in
gosh.
JFK.
They had been playing in Liverpool. They're all
Yeah, they were
from
playing all over
Liverpool.
England.
But they weren't a smash.
No, not really until pretty much until She Love You came up in 1963.
Wow.
That's what put the Beatles on the map. And not only in England, Canada, here, and pretty Germany, France, Spain. That's when the Beatles everybody started. Who are this guy? Can I hear this? Yeah.
And do you think at that time there were people like Elvis who were probably rocked by
no
the
question
Beatles
about it.
because it impacted that day forward all our music?
Absolutely.
Elvis was so hot, that everyone loved Elvis, and then in walked these 4 young kids. How old were they when they
4
came?
lads from Liverpool. 4 lads from. That's what they say in
the
England.
Fabulous Four.
The Fabulous
How
Four.
old were they when they
Okay,
came?
when they came to America, George Harrison was 17 days shorter than his 21 birthday, so he was 20.
Are you kidding?
He was 20.
Wow.
He
then
was 18, I'm sorry,
was
18 days.
John the oldest?
Ringo,
Ringo was. But now Ringo,
90 days older than John. 90 days and 1 day.
You're kidding.
91 days older than John Lennon.
wow. I got to ask you, who's your favorite Beatle?
I say Mr. McCartney.
Mine too. But I do now love Ringo because Ringo has changed his life a little bit, his career. What is he? He did the Beatles. He's very talented. But what else has he done?
He's still playing concert with the All-Star Ringo
Really?
Band. I saw him in September 2 years ago in Boston. Oh my God, he can still sing, he can still play. He's 81, he just turned 81.
No way.
And look at how good he looks.
He's 81.
He's amazing, he's amazing.
And the young people out there will know that Ringo was a voice on a couple of children's shows, but the one that we both know,
He was the conductor.
the conductor on you can
Thomas
thank,
the Tank Engine.
That's right. You can thank Ringo Starr for making Thomas so popular, because everyone, all the kids love Thomas.
Not
in
everybody,
all the
every
trains,
kid.
but Ringo was the conductor, and I remember watching it probably with my oldest grandson, thinking, I recognize that voice, and sure enough, in the credits, Ringo Starr was the conductor. It's amazing to see.
It's amazing. He made a movie in 1980 called The Caveman with Shelley Duvall, the girl from Cheers, Diane Chambers, and that's when he met his wife, Barbara Bach.
Are you kidding? Caveman?
Yeah, the Caveman. He played good caveman in that movie, believe me.
That's funny.
They're very talented people. I mean, they don't make music like that anymore.
They really don't.
No, they don't.
They all wrote, but I think, was it mostly John and Paul that
Mostly
did the
John,
writing?
Lennon and McCartney.
Lennon McCartney.
Yeah.
And the first song they sang together was in America, here, was in New York after they came to JFK.
Yes.
on
2 days
Ed-
later.
2 days on Ed that was
The Ed Sullivan Show, yeah, you're right.
Was that live?
Live, 75 million people, they were watching that night. It was a Sunday night.
Oh my, I think I was.
75, yo, you watch it? Yeah, I'm
sure
pretty
I
sure you did.
Because I had an older sister that was, she, like most girls her age, big Beatle fan, screamed when they came
Absolutely.
on.
Oh my
and,
God.
I think I know she did, go to the concert at the Boston Garden.
September 64, yeah.
That's right. My uncle had gotten tickets, and my two cousins and my sister were able to go. And I remember thinking, we want to go. But they drove, I think, probably my father drove them in. There were no limos then.
Yeah, no,
Certainly
right.
we didn't have access to a limo in those days.
Absolutely.
So we drove in and dropped her off. And it was like, it was the biggest thing in her life, I think. Absolutely loved them.
Unbelievable.
And they probably were a football field away from them, but still loved every minute of it.
Oh, absolutely. If you go to YouTube, you can see the first concert. It's called Beatles at Shea Stadium.
Really?
Shea Stadium, New York, August 15, 1965. Happened to be a Sunday. Oh my God, 56,000 screaming fans, screaming for those four lads. Oh my goodness, it was amazing.
Oh my God.
Oh God. You know who was at that concert? Meryl Streep, the Oscar winner.
Kidding?
She was at she was 16 years old and she was at the concert.
Are you kidding?
Serious? I just saw a video the other day about her in the concert.
She
Yeah.
was at the probably a lot of
Amazing,
them were.
amazing,
It
amazing.
really is.
56,000 people. You know how many security guards? They use 2,000 security guards and they can control the crowd.
I bet.
Oh my God. It was
Screaming
Beatlemania.
women.
It was real Beatlemania.
Oh, it's funny. I think before that, people would sit in the audience and listen and maybe stomp their feet.
Yeah, they
or
like
clap
yeah,
their
yeah,
hands.
yeah.
They came, and suddenly, and I remember seeing this, girls fainting, crying, screaming so loud you could not hear, you couldn't even hear them. And it was like almost like the biggest change in our life with these four guys, because we all grew up. We all suddenly were big fans, grew up, and instead of, like I say, Bobby Vinton and who else? Elvis, of course, the Righteous Brothers. They were traveling now back to little dives to do. I don't want to say dives, but little places to do their shows.
The shows, yeah. Because
And this changed the world. It really did.
there's no question about it. There's never gonna be another four guys like those.
Yeah.
If we live to be 5,000, we're never gonna see anything like it.
talent.
Listen, I was born in 1961. I was 7 years old in Cuba, in Havana, and I remember one of the old guy from the neighborhood. He's talking about the new Beatles song. It's called "Hey Jude," and I say to myself, How do you spell "Hey Jude"? So he told me H-A-E, in Spanish. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
yeah.
I went inside my house. I got a white T-shirt. I got a red crayon, and I wrote "Hey Jude." And for like 2 weeks, I never took the shirt off because
you
I love
kidding?
that song so much. It went number one all over the world in matters of hours.
Oh my God. Hey, so you were 7 years old.
I
when
was
you-
7. I was listening to the Beatles already in Cuba. One thing about Castro, he never, how can I say, he never
Censored the
prohibited,
music.
yeah, any music. I listened to the Beatles, Rolling Stone, Rare Earth, Grand Funk, all the 70s bands, Saturday Night Fever, my third favorite movie of all time, the Bee Gees, everything. That's in movies, both Godfather, 72 and 74, Rocky, Saturday Night Fever,
Really?
with the subtitles in the bottom,
yeah.
because I spoke no English at that time, you know what I mean? But no, every time the movie got released here, and I'm talking about 70s technology, which is
Yeah.
different than today.
Right.
The movie got released in Cuba. Oh, right away, about 5-6 months later, 4 or 5, 6 months later, the movie's in Cuba, in Havana. Oh, we watch all the, and not only that, we watch all the French and Italian movies. There's a French actor named Alain Delon, which is a very good-looking guy. He's my favorite actor of all time. I named my son Giuliano because of Giuliano Gemma, an Italian actor who was my hero growing up in Cuba.
Oh,
Believe it or not, I love the French and Italian movie from the 60s and 70s.
So, I just want to get back a little bit. Roy, you mentioned Roy Orbison. I think that's one of the first venues they did. They opened for Ray Orbison. And probably poor Ray Orbison at that point was dust.
Hey, Pretty Woman still is one of the greatest songs of all time. You have to put Pretty Woman there.
Yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
my God, no question about that.
I think we all would recognize. I think one of the first ones I heard was probably "She Loves You." Was that the first hit released here?
It was first released here, the first, yeah, pretty much. Also, they have the first record. They put us 45. You remember the 45?
Yeah, oh yeah.
October 5th, 1962. It was Love Me Do with another song inside B called P.S. I Love You.
Right.
And that was the first Beatles record. That's when this pair, She Love You is really,
Yep.
and after that, Wanna Hold Your Hand, obviously.
That's right,
And
yeah.
they put them flying.
Wow. And you know, back in those days, the flip side, we always flipped the flip side of the 45 because there always was a decent song on
Absolutely.
that. And some of these people that made these songs, the flip side was almost better.
Sometimes it was. Sometimes it was.
I read a quote by John Lennon when I was going through the notes, and it's really interesting. He played at Prince of Wales Theatre in London. And I think it was the first big concert maybe for him. And he said, would the people in the cheap seats clap your hands and the rest of you rattle your jewelry?
That was October 13, 1963. That's when the Beatlemania was born, pretty much.
At the Prince of Wales Theatre.
Yeah, that's what he said. That song that he sang, it was Twist and Shout.
Really?
Yeah, Twist and Shout.
Who do you think, if you look back on the history of this, did they get their first sound from? Was it like Stevie Wonder? Or
Stevie Wonder, McCartney likes Stevie Wonder pretty much. They did a song together called Ebony and Ivory in 1982 for the album called Tug of War.
That's right.
That's a great song. I love that song.
Yeah. All right. And then, was their soul kind of laced into it or not really? Was it a new sound basically?
Well, there was a new sound probably. Stevie Wonder is one of the greatest writers of all time.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I'm looking too, and it's so funny to look back at this. They all, of course, were born in Liverpool.
Yeah.
It's called the most influential band of all time.
No question
No
about
one
it.
can deny that.
No, nobody can deny. You got to put Rolling Stone in number 2. You got to
think
put the
so?
Stones. I feel that way. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel that way. Yeah, the Rolling Stones. Yeah, at least they're still playing concert, you know.
know they are.
5 years ago, they played in Cuba in 2016 in Havana. I think it's in the book Guinness Book
Is
of
it
Records.
really?
Yeah, for over 1 million people went to see the Stone. It was people from all over the world, you know, Spain, Italy, Argentina, Venezuela, Denmark. Everybody flew to Havana because it was a free concert.
It was open, and I think it was open then a little bit before
Yes.
we couldn't get back in.
Yeah.
It is said that Dick Clark actually rejected the Beatles the first time that he was introduced to them.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about that.
They never played with him.
They never played with Dick Clark.
Big mistake.
Yep.
Big mistake. Yeah, pretty sure. I'm sorry, I don't want to say nothing wrong about the guy because he was very good, but that was a big mistake he made.
I think so. And some people will, let that live on and on.
Absolutely.
The Beatles were together how many years?
Really together for like 12 years, but say 1957, 70s, 58, 70. And, well, they really start getting known in 62. So 62 to 70, say that.
Yeah, and then they split, and the first one to leave the band was
It was John.
John.
It was come out. It was Paul, but Paul.
Oh, it was?
But I just a couple years ago I saw Paul in the Howard Stern show.
Yeah.
And it was John Lennon, the first who came to them and said, "Listen, I'm leaving the band. See you later." But it came out like it was Paul, but it wasn't Paul. It was John Lennon. You got to see he was in love with that woman with Yoko Ono.
Yoko Ono.
And if you look at the right way, Yoko was acting like the fifth Beatles.
Yes.
Wherever they went, he brought her in to the studio, looking at Let It Be album in the movie. She's there with them, like she's the fifth Beatle. Also in the cover, that song called The Ballad of John and Yoko. She's there, the four Beatles and her in the cover. Yeah.
Really?
She was. Some people say she's one of the reasons why the Beatles broke up. But,
It was time.
it was time.
They were all so talented.
Yeah,
they wanted to make a name for themselves,
Yeah.
and they really did. I think, what did I read? John Lennon changed his middle name from, was it Winston?
Ono, Winston Ono.
Winston to Ono. And hey.
Yeah, Winston, John Winston Lennon. John Winston, yeah. He does. No, he was, there's no question about it. He was in love with her. He was, until the day he died, he was pretty much in love with her. They have one child together, you know what I mean?
I think, and does he sing?
Yes, he played concert and things like that. I'm not big on him.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, McCartney is my buddy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he still.
But did John have a son?
Yeah, with
by his first wife? And is he singing?
Yeah,
he's
in
talented.
1984, 85, he was kind of big. He put couple some below, and an album out in 84. So he did some singing. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
The guy's amazing too. He's like his father.
Really?
No question about it.
Okay.
No question about that.
There's no, and it amazes me that the kids of these talented people are just as talented.
I hope.
Something in the
yeah, it's something in the water.
Yeah, right. I'm reading too and I'll ask you, how many songs did the Beatles actually write?
Oh, probably about 209 or more.
Oh my gosh.
209 or more.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
You know something? I had to give myself a credit for this. It took me 3 hours to learn them all. 3 hours to learn all the songs. Yeah, 3 hours to learn all the songs. The minutes, the second when it was released. Yeah, 3 hours.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, I was born with this kind of photographic memory.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to find, there's a question I wanted to make sure I asked you, and it was about the charts. There was a time when the Beatles had, I think it was, I want to say 14 of their songs on the.
Yeah, 1964, it was 5. The number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, April 64.
My God. Yes. And then they had 10 more on the list.
In the list, they won. But you know something too? You know who were the only people who had done that? It was March of 64. And the Bee Gees in April 78, because of Saturday Night Fever, they got all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Staying Alive, How Deep Is Your Love, Night Fever, etc., etc. And the Beatles and the Bee Gees are the only one. But you got to understand one thing, with Saturday Night Fever, the Bee Gees went.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh my God, it's my third favorite movie. I watch it all the time. There's nobody could have done it better than Travolta. For 1977, that was a good dancing.
Yeah, absolutely.
They don't make it like that anymore.
Do you know the song Julia? I can't remember.
Yeah, that's
song.
about John Lennon's song. John Lennon's mother. My apology. But 2 minutes and 57 seconds. That song was released in the album called White Album.
Oh, okay.
The album was released November 22nd, 1968. The entire album goes for 93 minutes and 33 seconds. But something funny about the album, it was released 5 years after JFK got blown away.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, November 22nd, 1963. That was November 22nd, 1968, 5 years.
Oh my God.
5 years exactly after JFK got blown. That's That's true. 2 albums. The Beatles released 2 albums. In the second Beatles album called With the Beatles,
Yeah.
November 22nd, 1963. It was released in the other side of the pond in England
Oh my
on that day,
gosh.
the same day the JFK got
Yeah.
blown away. So,
And that was for his mother, who was
Julia, yeah.
killed.
Julia was killed in 1956, 57 by a drunk cop off
Oh
duty.
my gosh.
It was, sometimes they say 56, sometimes they say 57.
Yeah.
Same thing with McCartney's mother. She died when McCartney was 14 in 56.
56. And then, wow. Wow.
There's nothing. We can talk until tomorrow morning. We can keep going and going and going.
Now,
Nothing like Lennon
was
McCartney.
it Paul or Ringo that had tuberculosis as a child?
Ringo, he had to go to the hospital for like a year.
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years, something
And
like that.
he was a young kid.
Yeah, young kid. Yeah, they
And
never thought.
He recovered from that, and then when he was 6 or 7, he had an appendectomy,
Yes.
and he was unconscious. I mean, things we didn't know. He was not conscious, and he was in the hospital for 18 months after that.
That's what I say, over a year. We're talking about 1948, 49, because he was born in 1940.
Yeah.
So England was coming out of the Second World War, which they suffered a lot.
Right. You don't think that when that far back, what an appendectomy can do.
It is. Oh, the surgery used to be about this big. Today they just do it to the belly button. In that time they used to cut you open. But no. But look at England. Come up out of that problem. England has the NHS, what's called National Health Service, which everything is free. Like in Cuba, everything is free. It's amazing. Amazing health care in England. God bless England. Every time United States need help, England help.
That's right.
That's why I say God bless
That's
England.
right. And truthfully, every time anyone needs help, America's always here. Actually, probably you know this, but we get a Christmas tree in Boston from Canada. Because we helped them with the big explosion there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's amazing when countries can. I don't want to get political. Come together for common good.
No question about it. You can do miracles.
You really can, and everyone is brought together by music because. I think, weren't they, what was that, We Are the World? What was that?
1985. That's Michael Jackson. That's for Africa. The U.S. relief for Africa.
Did they all come?
Pretty much everybody was there. Cyndi Lauper, Michael Jackson, Lionel Richie, Billy Joel, Bruce Springsteen.
Wow. Was Paul
Tina
McCartney?
Turner? No, Tina, no.
None of the Beatles?
They did it in England, but Paul wasn't. He wasn't in that one. But he played in the Live Aid in '85, July 1985.
Okay.
He played Let It Be.
Do you have a favorite Beatles song or not really?
Believe it or not, when I say this, a lot of people laugh at me. It's called Obladi Oblada.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding? That's the one that when they did a survey, most people hate that song.
That's what I say. Everybody, when I say, people say, you crazy. My favorite Beatles song of all time, the White Album. Oh my God, it's amazing. That song. This funny thing about that song, somebody told McCartney about, hey, every time he talked to this gentleman, black gentleman, the black gentleman used to say to McCartney, hey, what's going on, bloody, life goes somewhere. So McCartney had the idea, right? And he stopped getting the song ready, writing the song. And one day John Lennon walked into the studio and Paul told him, and Lennon went on piano.
You're kidding.
I'm serious. And that's my favorite Beatles song. My favorite of all time.
There's a couple. I love a lot of them. I do. I love the early ones. I do. I like the Love Me Do and I Want to Hold Your Hand. I do love those. But one of my favorites is Blackbird.
Same album, White Album.
Yep, and there's do you know why they made that song?
Yeah, but they could, because of the situation in America. He thought because in England called girls birds.
Yep.
And
Yep, Blackbird. It's civil rights.
It's civil rights. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
And women's rights, because they saw that women had obviously had a disadvantage in those days, and and black women did, and they made that song. And I thought that is one of my favorite songs.
No, it's a lot of people love that song.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, when I talk about the Beatles with people, that's pretty much one of the songs they always give it to
Everyone
me.
loves, yeah.
Everybody loves Blackbird.
She Loves You. I'm looking
Yeah.
at the
Sure.
songs that were on this. They
Sure.
were five of the top 100. They had 14 that year, but it's "Can't Buy Me Love." I love that song. Twist and Shout. She Loves You. I think back. I think I know exactly where I was when I played the 45 record of "She Loves You."
You remember?
I remember exactly where I was. Yeah, I do. You go back. One thing about the Beatles, they go forward, but you can also always go back in time. Yeah, I was probably about 11 or 12 years old, probably 11, and I saved all our money to buy this record. And in those days, it was a lot of money. I think it was
no
like
question
$1
about it.
or 99 cents, but it was a lot of money. And we came home and we had an old, we all had a record player.
Everybody had a record player. There was no CD player back then.
And I was in the front room of our bedroom, and we were in Auburn. We lived in Auburndale at the time, and I can still see it. And
You
you're
can
right,
see-
it was November, September?
And what, in
when they
She
released
Love You?
She Loves You.
In September 63.
Yeah.
September
I
16.
remember exactly where I was, sitting on the floor with my sister, listening
to
to
She Love You.
the Beatles. And
Wow.
I think
It's a
all
classic.
these
It's a
songs,
classic. The She Love You is a classic.
It really, and to have that many songs, there'll never be another group.
No, there'd never be. You know what song is, if you play it now, everybody dance?
What's that?
Got to Get You Into My Life.
Oh.
1966 Revolver album.
And Frank Sinatra, I'm seeing a couple of minutes, but Frank Sinatra, I read, he said the best love song. Something. How long is that song?
George Harrison, 305.
Harrison.
305.
Really? George
Yeah.
Harrison.
Second song, side 8, they called the Abbey Road album.
Of the Abbey, wow. Well, you know what? I read that and I thought when I run again, I'm gonna pull that up on
Sure.
my.
Yeah.
I like that song, and I thought,
You saw it?
what a compliment for such
Frank
a
Sinatra,
talent.
all blue
Frank
eyes.
Sinatra, wow, it is amazing.
He made a cover of the song. It was amazing. He loved that song. Sinatra loved that song.
It is. It's beautiful. So many of them.
Oh my God! There's another thing. There's never gonna be another Sinatra.
Oh no, I know.
Frankie, all blue eyed, the chairman of the board. They're never gonna make another one like him. Never.
I think looking at all their songs, and I only have really a partial list, this is it's such a moving experience for everyone to look at these records. Well, I say records, these songs. Yellow Submarine. There's something here for everyone.
For
There's
everyone.
something here for everyone. They're saying 1 minute, so that means, of course, you have to come back because we didn't talk about Saturday Night Fever, and we will do that. Baseball.
Sure. Oh, sure.
And look for Dario. During the day, he's a businessman as well, and an expert on all this. But I have to get one last question. I want you to have one last comment.
Okay.
You love doing this, and do you ever do like private parties or anything like that?
No, one time somebody told me, I need, he wanna pay me, right? Came to go over his house and talk to the people about it. So I did. I went over here, but I didn't want anymore.
You didn't want to
It
do
was
it?
fun. It was fun for me.
Good.
It's
Well,
fun.
they're saying wrap up, which means you're coming back,
All right.
and we'll talk more about the Beatles, more about baseball. And Dario, it was a pleasure having you.